Good evening, everyone. According to my timepiece, it's now 5 past, and we will start the meeting. I'd like to remind you all that the meeting is live streamed and also recorded for the archives. Could members also please mute their microphones when not speaking and switch off cameras? Could just the leaders, cabinet members, stay on camera, and the rest, could you switch your cameras off? With regarding to voting, please indicate verbally if you wish to speak, and if not verbally, put the little hand at the indicator and you'll be called to speak. When it comes to voting, if there's no dissension, if there's no objection, then the silence will be accepted as a recommendation. Should a vote, however, be required, then it's my intention that members should be asked individually for their votes. During the meeting, if you have any technical difficulties, then please let the Democratic Services know as soon as possible. Wish to start, call the Director with the roll call, please.
Okay, can I give an apology for absence before you do that, Mayor?
Any apologies for absence, please?
I'd like to give Councillor Hunter Jarvie.
Thank you. Councillor Carroll?
Councillors Andrew Orty-Davies and Margarita Wright.
Thank you. Any other apologies for absence?
Councillor Tony Hampton as well, Madam Mayor.
Thank you.
Councillor Ian Johnson.
Thank you. Any other apologies? No. Thank you. Can we have the roll call then, please?
Good evening. Councillor Julie Aviett.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Vince Bailey.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Rhiannon Birch.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Jonathan Bird.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Bronwyn Brooks.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Liz Burnett.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor George Carroll.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Christine Cave.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Janice Charles.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Millie Collins.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Jeff Cox.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Robert Crowley. Councillor Crowley with us? I'll come back. Councillor Pamela Drake.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Vince Driscoll.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Stuart Edwards.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Ben Gray.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Owen Griffiths.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Stephen Griffiths.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Sally Hanks.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Nick Hodges.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Gwyn John.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Gordon Kemp.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Peter King.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Kevin Marnie.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Catherine McCaffer.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Anne Moore.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Neil Moore.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Michael Morgan.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Jane Norman.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Rachel Nugent Finn.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Andrew Parker.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Bob Penrose.
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Sandra Perks.
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Andrew Robertson,
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Leighton Rowlands,
Present and nothing to declare.
Councillor Ruba Sivanianam,
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor John Thomas,
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Neil Thomas,
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Steffan William,
Presennol a dim byd i'w ddatgan.
Councillor Margaret Wilkinson,
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Eddie Williams,
Present, nothing to declare.
Councillor Mark Wilson,
Present, nothing to declare.
and I'll just go back to see if Councillor Crowley's mic is working. Councillor Crowley, can you hear me?
He was having difficulty signing on, Chair, so I'm assuming he's still trying.
Mayor Managing Director, he's put something in the chat to say his mic is not working. Sorry, Rob Crowley.
Yeah, I've seen that he's on the list, so if members are happy, we can take Councillor Crowley as in attendance. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. And we'll go on to item 3, the only item on the agenda for tonight, the statement of accounts, and the leader will take this.
Thank you, Mayor. Obviously, the purpose of the report, excuse me, is to request the council to approve the statement of accounts and the annual governance statement and agree the final letter of representation for 2020 to 2021. Audit Wales, as you all know, is the body responsible for undertaking the external audit work for this particular council. Under the Accounts and Audit Wales Regulations 2014, as amended, the Council and the Auditor General had been working together, meeting earlier statutory deadlines for the closure of our accounts. For the 2021 financial year, the Council was required to close the accounts by the 31st of May 2021, with Auditor Wales required to complete the audit by the 31st of July 2021. Due to the current pandemic, these dates were revised by Welsh Government and authorities were required to complete their 2020-2021 accounts by the 31st of August 2021. And the Audit Wales should be complete their audit by 30th of November 2021. However, I'm very pleased to report to Council that the draft accounts were handed to Audit Wales on the 30th of June and that the audited accounts are here tonight for our approval. The appointed auditor needs to sign the 2021 financial statement on the 12th of October 2021, which is tomorrow, obviously, and that would have to be following approval by Council. In his report, the Auditor General has stated that despite the challenges and circumstances of COVID, Council staff fully engaged in an audit process and effectively supported the audit by providing good quality draft accounts with supporting working papers and responded to audit queries on a timely basis. So I would like to acknowledge the work of the Audit Wales team to complete the audit, which has enabled us to consider these accounts tonight ahead of schedule. We were hoping to bring it to the previous council, but in fact we couldn't get it there by then, so we're bringing it tonight as a special meeting. I will also bring the council's attention that group accounts have been produced this year, as 2021 was the first full trading year for the Big Fresh Catering Company, which is, as you know, is wholly owned by this council. The presentation of the group accounts has been agreed by Audit Wales. In his report to Council, the Auditor General has stated that the financial statements give a true and fair review of the financial position of the Vale Glamorgan Council and the Vale Glamorgan Council's group as at the 31st of March 2021 and of its income and expenditure for the year that ended. And they have been properly prepared in accordance with legislative requirements and international accounting standards as interpreted and adopted by the Code of Practice on Local Authority Accounting in the United Kingdom 2020-21. The auditor has also stated that it is his intention of the appointed auditor to issue an unqualified audit for the report on financial statements once the relevant council officers have provided a signed final letter of representation, which is why we're here tonight. Under the Accounts and Audit Provision Regulations as amended, the Statement of Accounts must be approved before the 30th of November and signed and dated by the Mayor as Chairman of the Council. In addition, the Animal Governance Statement needs to be formally approved by Council, which is why we're here tonight, and signed and dated by the Leader of the Council. On the 23rd of September, I'm pleased to say that the Governance and Audit Committee considered an agenda item entitled Audit of the 2020 Financial Statements, reporting to those charged with governance. At the meeting, members agreed the statement of accounts as presented to them. I will make the point out the recommendations, but I will ask if Councillor Carroll, who is chair of the Governance and Audit Committee, wishes to say anything or not. But the recommendations that I'm putting forward tonight are: 1, that the report of the Auditor General for Wales be noted. 2, that the letter of representation to Audit Wales for 2020-21 be noted and is agreed and signed and dated by the Mayor as Chair of the Council. 3, that the Annual Governance Statement within the Statement of Accounts for 2021 be approved and signed and dated by the Leader of the Council, and that 4, the Statement of Accounts for 2021 be approved and signed and dated by the Mayor as Chair of the Council. That's the formal representation. I thought you needed to have it all. I don't know whether Councillor Carroll wants to come in as chair of the Governance and Audit Committee, because I know they looked at this and I think they had no problems with it. And to be honest, I've been through it as well, and there really is not an issue this year.
Thank you, Leader. I think Councillor Carroll wishes to speak.
Yes, thank you, Madam Mayor, and thank you to the Leader. I'd like to begin by echoing the Leader's comments in thanking both Audit Wales and indeed our own internal audit team. It's a significant task preparing a statement of accounts. A lot of work goes into it, and I think we will all place on the record our thanks to them for that. As the Leader said, nothing came up in the meetings of the Governance and Audit Committee which considered this statement of accounts. We were happy to put them forward for approval, so I would endorse the Leader's recommendations at the meeting this evening. The only other point I would perhaps draw attention to would be the emphasis of matter paragraph that was included in the report. That's merely arisen as a result of the pandemic. Obviously, the pandemic has had significant implications in many areas, including on the valuations of plant and equipment. So that's why that has been included. Regardless of our views on individual spending decisions and budgets, this is a matter to make sure that all the accounts are, all spending is carried out in the appropriate way. As the Leader said, I'm happy to endorse that, as was everybody on the committee when we considered this matter. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Carroll. Councillor Burnett.
Just to formally second, Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Burnett.
If there's no one else, if there isn't anybody, Mayor, if there's no one else about to speak, can I ask that we just consider this, and can I thank Councillor Carroll for the point he made about it is an unqualified opinion, and there were some emphasis on the matters paragraphs, but they are very, very minor. The one is in terms of, as he says, plant, property and equipment, but it's something which is probably going to be in everybody's audit accounts this year, because they have to do some re-evaluation, and they couldn't do the re-evaluations during the pandemic. So I'm very pleased that there is absolutely nothing to report other than that. So with that, Madam Mayor, can I put the resolution before Council?
Thank you, Leader. Nobody has indicated they wish to speak. So on that, I think this matter is accepted. And thank you very much to the Leader. And thank you very much to our finance team for the fantastic work they've done under very trying circumstances in some cases. I have no other business to discuss. I think it's one of the shortest meetings I've taken.
Mayor, can we just for the record confirm that everybody has accepted it?
Has everybody accepted it?
No dissenters.
I have no indication of anyone dissenting. Everybody's. I've even got clapping hands on my screen. So I think there is no dissensions from that, and I take it from that it has been accepted. Thank you all very much for attending. Thank you.
Thank you much, Mayor. Thank you, Council. I'm sorry we had to take 20 minutes of your time to do that, but it was important we do. Thank you.
Thank you, and good night, everyone.